Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Don't Dry. In the last episode, we helped the Pyfoam prototype pass all of the quality assurance testing, and now we need to basically make it so that we can date Nari now. When we last left off, we needed to get the Treasure Suit Terry module. And interestingly, you can find it in New Lost Wages just like you have found that rare book. Let's go ahead and load the game here. And for a minute there, I thought the music was going to glitch on me. Thankfully, that was not the case. Alright. Let's go ahead and use the access card on the elevator here. And from here, we need to go all the way down to the store, and we need to go back to Lefty's because there are some things that we need to do. Anyway. Oh, right. Wrong menu. We need to head to Lefty's real quick. And what was I looking for? Oh yeah, I don't need to go in the bar. I need to go to this lush bush.
I think there's something in there, but the bush is too thick.
Thankfully, there is what looks like a wire in the bush, or going into the bush, or coming out of the bush. But if you use the hedge clippers, you can know for sure.
Could use a little trimming. What's that? An electrical box?
And it looks like there's a space inside for what looks like a battery, or in this case, the super power bank. Let's see if this works.
Fits perfectly into the slot. Whoa. Another strange earthquake.
So the place where we needed to find the Treasure Suit Terry model, or module, is right here this whole time. We've been there before, we just haven't been there for so many videos. And judging by the light in the earthquake, if we were to get on the manhole cover now...
Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, it's working again.
we can go back underground. And this time...
The battery is powering the lights in the elevator again. I wonder what kind of stuff is hidden down here. I should have a look around.
well, other than everything that we've seen before, such as the conveyor belt, basically, this switch, this fuse box, and this little elevator, there's a lot more these days. Or right now, actually. There's a Rubik's Cube, but we don't need to grab that.
Chainsaw gas. The secret order of adventure game developers has decreed that must appear somewhere.
We need to pick this up because this is the last thing.
Wrong game.
This is the last thing we need for the beer, and if I'm thinking right.
Has anyone determined the bioethanol content in that?
Well, it's been there for like a long time. I doubt it has any. Also, how do you know about that? Anyway, we now have the chainsaw fuel. That is the last ingredient we need for Lefty's beer recipe, because it'll make the beer high octane. Also, there is a remote control here being held by this skeleton that is here for whatever reason. We might as well nab that. Let's see here.
A cassette.
If we click on the cassette deck, we'll be able to grab a cassette.
A cassette.
Ah, I'm clicking on the wrong thing again. Well, we put it back in and try to play it now.
There's a cassette in there, but it seems to be finished.
And it doesn't look like you can rewind it because the rewind button seems to be removed from the thing.
There's no rewind button.
And if you right click on it, you'll find that out. So how are you going to rewind the tape? Well, there's a pencil sitting here on this shelf. If we combine that with the cassette,
Those two things don't work together.
after I take it back out of the cassette deck, of course,
A cassette.
we can rewind it
Now you should be able to listen to it again.
and listen to it faster than you ever could. Nah, seriously, that is one fast rewind. Let's put the cassette deck
That should do it.
in. Let's get the cassette in the cassette deck and then press the play button.
We've sealed off the catacombs. The experiment has failed. Subject number 4 has become insane and uncontrollable. It is not advised to unlock the secret door ever again. Should it nevertheless prove necessary, the remote control must be pointed at the computer in the following numerical code entered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That was really strange.
I was expecting the numbers to be random, but, well, they now happen to be the same for me. Anyway, there is now a computer here. I'm guessing it's probably an IBM AT or XT or something like that. Basically a very old computer from the 80s. There's a King Graham bobblehead. Don't know why. But if we were to use a remote control on the computer... Oh, by the way, the shutter's right there. Sierra logo. Wow.
It's out of juice.
Oh, we need the batteries. How do we get the batteries? Oh, right. They're sitting right here on this little drum
Hope I
here.
don't get shocked.
If I could discharge mine to zap you, I would.
That's right. I forgot that these things need batteries, and they don't have any in there. But if you combine the batteries with the remote control, we should be able to get it working now. And how are these batteries supposed to work? They've been lying here for who knows how long. Anyway, we now need to point the now powered up remote at the computer.
All right, here we go.
And 1,
1,
2, 3.
3,
Doesn't really matter.
4,
And teletext. 5.
5. Perfect. It worked. There's a room back there.
And interestingly, I'm assuming that the teletext option is there just to throw off American players. But yeah, there is a teletext option on there. But yeah, you need to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a treasure loot Terry module.
For the Super Megaton.
You can't read the plate, but it's there. We might as well nab it. And sadly, you can't really seem to interact with anything else that is here. So let's just click on the where the computer is to go to the lab. We can go back to the catacombs if we need to, but we don't need to go to the catacombs ever again. So now that we have the treasure loot Terry module, we could go to the Prune office, not the Prune office, but we could go back to Nari and give her the treasure loot Terry module, but we need to give that gas to Lefty.
Hey, what was that earthquake earlier? Sounded like it you came from right under the road.
I, don't know what you're talking about. Was there an earthquake?
Well, my greatest ever hunting trophy didn't survive it.
And there is the moose head, now just lying there on the floor, interestingly. Right, we need to give the can of gas to Lefty.
Something that would turn the beer high octane.
I gotta say, you took that pretty literally, but I think you have the idea. Perfect! That's got all the ingredients. I already know this is gonna be a great beer. Maybe even one that doesn't cause a rash. And now that Aaron's moved out, you're welcome to use the upstairs room for yourself. You're welcome to use the brewery yourself while I'm making a few minor adjustments to the new barbarian brew. Maybe some castoreum or toad secretion.
I don't know if that was such a good idea.
Now that we have the 3 ingredients, and how is that going to taste good because it has perfume and fuel in it, we now have the upstairs rooms to ourselves. It no longer belongs to Aaron, who has since moved out. And we can use that room for later. In the meantime, oh, and we can also use the washing machine in the middle in the back room to make stuff if we need to. We'll have to remember that for a little bit later. So we have the upstairs room. We can now use the brewery for what we need. And now, we need to head to the prune offices. And we need to head back to Nari. Because we now have the treasure loot Terry module. Yeah, prune office. And from here, we can hand the treasure loot Terry module off to Nari.
You really found it?
Okay, I officially admit it. You're nerdier than me.
Watch, I'll show you something.
And she basically flashes her boobs at us.
I would have gone to bed with you anyway. There are cameras everywhere, and it's pretty unromantic.
We could continue our date at your place.
Sure. We can go to my love nest.
And it's a good thing we got the gas back to
Larry,
Lefty.
I'm ready for anything. Except for plain old vanilla sex.
I just now noticed that there is a Leisure Suit Larry badge on Nari's top here, and I find that rather interesting. Then again, maybe it's the person that she thinks Larry is cosplaying as. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which option we pick for the dialogue option.
Are there others too?
No, as cosplayers, we have to make something special out of it.
I want to wear a unicorn head and a unicorn tail when we unite.
It's not fair if you're the only one in costume. And somehow it's kind of unromantic here.
How about some disco lights? You know, lots of little spotlights.
That would go well with your outfit, too.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Anyway, Nari's now all dolled up. We need to get her dolled up further and have her cosplay as a unicorn when we finally do the deed. Thankfully, we do have the disco lights in the form of the broken mirror. You can still read the message if you need to, but at this point, if you just use the tunnel, you'll just go automatically end up back in the prison cell anyway. You only do the exploring the tunnels thing once. Anyway, by using the broken mirror on the wrecking chomp,
Like a disco ball. Just like in the good old days. But it's too bright in here to see the points of light.
and then turn off the lights,
Click. Romantic.
you'll get this going on. But now we need to get the head and the tail. Well, we have something for the head. We can grab the moose head.
Never leave home without a moose head.
And from here, we need to go back to the leisure... Not the leisure suite. No. We need to go back to the gym.
Hello, Mr. Swango.
And we need to get the... Wow, okay, for a minute there I was like, why can't I move? We need to get the whitewash cream. And now we're going to combine the moose head with the whitewash cream.
Now it's white.
We now have a white moose head. From here, we need to head back to the leisure suite. And this time around, we still need a horn, don't we? We still have the pencil, though.
That doesn't help me.
That doesn't work. Okay. I feel like I should need something for the head. Let me check my notes real quick. Okay, we don't need that. So we can just take this moose head and replace it with
Maybe that
this.
might fool the old lady, but the moose head still doesn't look enough like the unicorn head.
Okay, so we're still gonna need it. Oh, okay, I had the right idea. We can't do this just yet, but I had the right idea. We need to head back to the prune office because Nari's no longer there. She's at our place. So what we need to do is a couple of things. Yeah, that's great. Prune office. Starting to get the tech lab and the office confused now. But now that Nari is no longer here, we can do some things. For starters, we can grab the red ball because we couldn't do that before.
This red ball doesn't look like the other balls. Now I'm curious. What the? Is that a dead body?
So that's what happened in the...
Must be Nari's missing assistant.
So that's what happened to the last guy. Anyway, we also need to use the USB stick on the computer.
The computer's locked. It's obviously unlocked using the DNA scanner.
Ah, I see. We need to use the ball that is in this guy's mouth, put it in the scanner, and then we can unlock the computer, and then we can put the USB drive in. Also, there's a pencil sharpener right here, and if we...
Help me. I don't think so.
Why are you not... Oh!
That's fine. Can be used for a lot of things, but not for that.
Can we do it now?
Can be used for... That can't be...
Why can I not do this? This is really weird.
I don't think so. That's...
This is really weird. I've already combined the white watch with the white moose head. Why isn't it working with this? That's because that's what you're supposed to do.
That doesn't.
And you're supposed to sharpen the pencil too. Are you supposed to do this first? Well, I do have an idea. Actually, I need to do things. There is a thing that I can do, because we do need to do this thing for the thing. And let's go to the prune store, because I have an idea of a thing that I can do. And I needed to go to the leisure suite for something else anyway. I find it weird that I can't do a certain thing just yet. Right, the strip. We need to head to the store in the back room because we now have the Prune Pal app. We can grab the watermelon.
Prune Pal payment completed.
I don't have to pay for it?
It'll be deducted from your imaginary intern salary.
We can grab
Prune
the
Pal
kale.
payment completed. Prune Pal payment completed.
And we can grab the rainbow hair extension. Also, I just now figured out that there's another thing that we can do in the... What is it? The prune office, which means I now have to go back up there. But at least we got the thing. At least a thing that we need. Also, we need to go to the fun fair before I go up to the... What is it? The prune office, because this plug-like chess piece has been staring us in the face the whole time. And I've been waiting until now to grab it so I can show you that you can combine this with the rainbow hair extensions to create the unicorn tail.
That chess piece has been reminding me of something all along. Now I know what.
And from here, we can now get on the move. Back to prune. And from here, I really need to start using the scroll wheel. We are now going to go back to the prune office. And we need to click on Nari's previous assistant again.
There's some more of them.
There's a corkscrew.
He doesn't need that anymore.
Well, of course not. He's dead.
I wonder why he had that with him in the first place.
Well, it is interesting that we have that, because if we were to go back to the strip and go to the gem, we could do something to knock that ball out of his mouth, because if you click on the ball, I believe you cannot actually get it out.
The dried saliva on the ball might be able to unlock the DNA scanner, but I can't get it out. It's really locked down on it. Something really heavy would have to hit it.
And that's why we need something like the bowling ball. That's the only thing I could think of, because what else are you going to throw in there or on it to knock it loose? Anyway, let us use the access card on the thing again. And go back to the store, and we will go to the entry level here, and now we can go back to the strip And from here, we need to go to the gym. Now, if we try to take the bowling ball, Steven will not let us take it. But if we replace the corkscrew with the watermelon, or rather we combine the corkscrew and the watermelon, we will get a watermelon bowling ball. And we can switch this with the real one.
And presto.
Now, we can go back to Prune. And from here, we can go back to, this time, the tech lab. Because there's a way that you can... Actually, let's go to the Prune office first and I'll show you. If we were to use the bowling ball on the red ball as it was,
That doesn't help me.
you'll find out
That ball is too heavy for me to attach to the chain. That's fine. That doesn't.
that's weird. Don't know why I was attaching it to anything. But we do need to go to the tech lab because basically, if you just use the bowling ball here, it won't work. This feels a little bit Moon Logic-y. And from here, we're going to drop the bowling ball in the slide. This'll do it. And the ball is knocked into the DNA scanner and is now unlocked. Now we can go back to the office and use that USB stick. Prune office. All right. Now we should be able to use the USB stick on the computer itself, and we should be able to get stuff for Anu.
The data seems to have transferred automatically. Hopefully, Anu can figure out what to do with the data.
For our sake, I hope so too. Now, can we finally use the pencil and the pencil sharpener?
That's fine. Can be.
Why are you not letting me do this? Because I know that's what you're supposed to do. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder. Because I'm looking at my notes here and I'm wondering, do you have to do something in order to get that to work? Right, the prune store. Let's try it first. Let's try doing what I want to do first. We've already got the tail plug, so we might as well hand it off to our good friend, Nari.
Oh, that looks great. Can you help me put it on?
It would be my pleasure.
And we get another Insta-crap cutscene out of that.
And does it suit me?
Not only you.
Now, all that's missing is the unicorn horn.
So we need to go back to here And we need to go back to the prune office. Can we do this now? Right, the access card. And prune office. Let's see if this works now. Can we use the pencil sharpener now?
That doesn't help me.
We still cannot use the pencil on the pencil sharpener. Really weird. I hope the game isn't glitching on me. That would be bad. Anyway, we do have the thing for the USB stick, and since the game won't let me do the thing with Nari yet, it looks like we'll have to go back to Lefties, and this time we're going to have to take the tunnel. Because the game isn't letting me do anything else at the moment. Is Anu still here? She's here. Good. Let's give her the USB stick.
Get the data from headquarters?
Here you go.
Excellent. I can hardly wait to see what you found.
So, what about our date?
Oh, later. I have a couple of things I need to do, and then I'll get back to you.
Things? Hi. Where is she on Timber?
Anu Singh is no longer listed as a contact.
Damn it.
Looks like she's doing things in secret now. Interesting. Let's see here. What if we were to do it? Oh, pfft. Why am I doing it that way? No. Anyway, let's see if we can do the pencil sharpener thing now. And let's go back to the prune office. Now let's see if we can do this. Pencil sharpener.
I don't think so.
What is going on?
It only opened.
I wonder if I'm supposed to talk to Nari. Maybe that's what's doing it. Maybe it's just something as simple as that. Let's go back to whatever this is. Let's see. Where was I wanting to go? Right, to Lefties. I'm definitely getting some length on this video today because I was expecting to do everything that I could, but now
I want to wear a unicorn head and a unicorn. It's not fair if you're. I find the lighting here.
I'll see what I can.
are I supposed to talk to her? I hope I didn't put myself in an unwinnable situation where
Can be used for a lot of things, but not for that.
well, we can't combine that now. We can combine... No. We need to use the access card and still do the pencil sharpener thing. I don't know what's going on. It's not supposed to be doing this. Am I supposed to do Diana first? Something tells me I'm supposed to do Diana first. Why would you put me in such a weird, unwinnable situation like this? This is really weird. We did that. We got the hair extensions. We got the thing again. We did all that. I think we're supposed to go with Diana first. Oh dear. Oh wow. Does the game expect you to get with Diane first? Because this is really weird. Oh wow. I may have to load from an earlier point if this is what the game is doing. Let me see if I can do... No, we can't do that because we did the thing already. Didn't we? Because we tried. I'm going to try it anyway. And then I'm going to end the video because this is really, really weird. No. Game. And let's see if we can do it now.
That can't be.
Why can you not let me combine
Maybe
that?
might fool the old lady.
Yeah, we already tried that already.
Hey, you can. But it's not.
So we can't do that. I think I may have found the bug in the game. I'm going to try the thing one more time. And if that doesn't work, then maybe, just maybe, I'll have to load from an earlier point where I'm going to have to I'm going to have to load from an earlier point, and then I'm going to have to play through Diane's thing. And then I'm going to have to...
Can be useful. That's
Why can you not let me combine this with the pencil sharpener or this? That is really weird. That is really, really weird. Well, thankfully, because this is an old file, I can save over this if I need to. But that's really, really bad. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the pencil on the pencil sharpener. Then you put it on the white moose head that we've created. And then you can give the head to Nari, and then when you give the tail to her, once you finally get Nari cosplay, then you can get the achievement for Nari. That's really bad. So, I'm just going to stop it here. And next time, I'm going to start from an earlier point, and we're going to do Diana's thing first, because that is really weird. That is really, really weird. You should be able to do that in like any order you want, with Anu being the last person you help. Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's really weird. I'm looking at my notes. I don't know what I'm missing. because I was supposed to get a cutscene after I talked to Anu. That's really bad. Yeah, because I remember Saxcat / Chris from the Gaming Corner doing the date with Diana first, and he never had the problem with this. Wow. So anyway, we're going to start at an earlier point and do Diana first instead of Nari. And then, once I do the whole thing with Diana, I'm going to play all the way up to the point where I am at right now, where we just need to combine the pencil with the white moose head, and then I'll see you there. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!